Murder style, y'all.
Insanity, insanity, whatever happened to humanity? Ooh.
Whoo, man, we gotta talk, okay? We got to talk about this game. I was very like shocked of how much I was enjoying this game, okay? I love this game. This game, listen, as much as I played roguelike games, racing games, I'm gonna have to say this might be one of the best roguelike racing games I have ever played from an indie company. This game has really blown me away, and that is Carmageddon Rogue Shift. I don't know if this is like a prequel or a sequel, or this is literally like a standalone project and they're just testing the waters to see if this is successful so they can go further within the idea narrative. But they should, because this game, let's just get right down to it. Let's just get right down to it. Carmageddon Rogue Shift is a 2026 action brutal racing roguelike game developed and published by 34 Big Things. I gotta keep an eye on you guys, man. Y'all have literally just dropped a bomb. As a survivor racer in the middle of a zombie-infested wasteland, you must navigate in horrific levels by racing deadly opponents and even killing your way to the top, while earning upgrades and using weaponized vehicles to survive against the challenges before you. This game caught me off guard. This game was released recently and I didn't know nothing about it. It really caught me with, my tail between my legs. And to be honest with you, I didn't see no trailers, no game footages, no announcements. So I was literally shooting blind. And what made me curious to pick this game up was because I was aching for a fresh start of a roguelike game. And at the same time, I was looking for a good racing game. And for some reason, Carmageddon Rogue Shift came across my radar. And for a $40 game, I'm gonna have to tell you guys right now, I was a little bit on the edgy side of buying this game, because I feel like for an indie game that is literally like low critique on when it comes to like the delivery of games like this, $40 is a lot of money. I feel like $35 is the top length of how much these games should be. But did I get my money's worth? I did. I fucking did. It's like they was throwing a gamble and it paid off, okay? This game was fun. It was good. It was brutal. It was freaking bad ass on all aspects, in a racing way, in a combat way, and even in a roguelike way. So for people that want to play a new roguelike game, or for my Twisted Metal fans out there, you guys should not miss on this one. You shouldn't. The game picks up at an extremely fast pace as we get open to this cutscene of this rogue racer that we are introduced to and soon begin to control, as you get to choose your car and go along your way and just doing these missions, doing these events, doing these deadly races, and just blowing up and killing anybody around you. Now, this is a post-apocalyptic game, so it is way more destructible than I thought it would be. So for those who like Twisted Metal, you guys got an excited ride ahead of you. I was just overwhelmed of just how much I was just being like aware of just so much things that this game had to offer when it comes to the fluidity of the combat, the racing, the events, and above all, just how everything came into this project of just wanting more, and we got more of it. For example, does this game passes on a racing aspect? Yes, it does. The races on here is just as compelling as any other racing game. They did well when it comes to you being on a verge and just having close call encounters when it comes to the enemies. literally having the upper hand and just somehow passing you up. And I'm like, what the hell? When it comes to the controlling of the cars and just getting the controls right, it feels fluid. It feels smooth. I didn't really have a problem controlling the cars that I choose from, and you can also choose different cars as well. So they did well when it comes to the racing aspect of this game, and not lacking any critique ways of just how the gamers that love racing games will be disappointed. Does this pass in a roguelike? Yes, it does. And just like roguelike games, when you die, you lose progression. But it's not to the point where it's punishing. I feel like what makes this game grabs you more when you die is that when you get killed, you do lose progression points, but it's like scrap that you can use to upgrade your car as you go along your routes, as you begin to beat the game. But as you do these events, as you do these matches, as you fight these bosses, you come across winning some currency called Bitcoin currency, if I'm not mistaken, and that is permanent. You can use that to upgrade your cars, buy cars, and just add perks into your weaponry so you can make sure that you do not die, or at least don't die easily. So by doing this, you can also work on a build for your cars. You have different cars to choose from. I'm currently working on trying to beat the game with this car. I like this car, but at the same time, this car can kiss my ass. You know, like the handling on this car is so terrible.
All right, this is the car that I chose. This is my first time using this car. I stopped right after I died, and I almost had the monster. I almost had the trimmer. I just gotta get stronger. Oh yeah, they did say the handling on this car is not that great. Oh Jesus, right. It's only one lap too. Oh my God, the handling is terrible on this car. I gotta bear with it.
But I'm playing with every car that I'm unlocking, but at the same time, I'm using the same build that I normally use to beat the game, which is the missile launcher, just making sure that I add as much weapon damage perks as much as I can, so you don't gotta worry about the game like ripping you away when it comes to you trying to find the right perks so you can beat the game the same way you did. You can re-roll, you can find better ways to make your car stronger, and above all, man, the game is pretty fair when it comes to the difficulty settings of how this roguelike is gonna give you the experience. Even though I love this game really blew me away. This game is a high recommendation to people who love twisted metal roguelikes or just a racing game to be in your library. Is this game perfect? No, it's not. No, it's not. This game fails on a couple of things that I need to mention, and it's gonna break my heart by saying this, but luckily these issues can be fixed. And that is, this game has too many glitches, too many game crashes, and too much mishandling when it comes to the game really going through a freeze session when you control your cars and all of a sudden the game would just stop, or your car would stop. There were so many times I would play this game and I would I guess it's because there'll be so much things going on. Like I'm basically shooting down enemies, I'm gunning them down, I'm driving like 230 miles per hour, and I guess the game can't control that much action. And sometimes the game would freeze, sometimes the game would crash, sometimes the game will literally make me slow down and other cars will drive right in front of me, and I'm like, what the hell is going on? So this is a flaw that needs to be fixed. And by being a racing game that's supposed to have this happening while you're driving this fast, that is very unacceptable. This game having a lot of these issues, this is why I have to go back a few steps behind and talk about the price of this game. This game being $40 is criminal of how much this game has all these problems. So for those who want to play this game, I suggest you guys wait for a price drop or wait for them to fix the bumps on the road so it can be a clean ride to get to. No pun intended. But overall, this game is amazing. This game blew me away. This game caught me off guard. I love finding indie games like this and just sometimes gambling and just shooting the dice. Rolling the dice and just hoping that it was my money's worth. Somehow I haven't been failing. I haven't been failing at all, and I might jinx myself now after saying this. But if you guys think that this game is worth the money, guys, you pick it up, But you guys been warned with the glitches, okay? But overall, this game should not be overlooked. I will have to give Carmageddon Rogue Ship a B+. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that's all I have to say for today. Please stay tuned for my upcoming reviews and videos. Hit it your way. This is Hugo, your critic teacher. You guys have a good day.